Mm. There she is. Hey everybody, and welcome back. We are doing Mila's 6-month update today, and we have her older sister right here, so please, we may be interrupted. The biggest thing that people ask around now especially is she sleeping? Is she sleeping through the night? Yada yada. Pretty much most of the time she is sleeping through the night. She did wake up last night at about 4:30, which she has not done in a while. For the most part, I'll put her down around 7 or 7:30, and then she will sleep until 7 or 7:30 the next morning. Sometimes she'll wake up around 11 or 12 to eat, and then she's good until 8 or 8:30. But for the most part, I'm getting a fairly good block of sleep now, which only even a month ago was not the case. Even though her sleep is pretty good right now, it has not been like that. She's my 4th, and I have never had such an issue with getting a baby to sleep. So it's been really tough for us. It took us 2 months to realize that she had a sensitivity to dairy. So it was basically just giving her an upset tummy all the time. Either I don't know, like she was making her really gassy. She was super constipated. Like for almost a month, the only way that she would ever have a bowel movement is if I gave her like one of those glycerin suppositories, and it was awful. It was pitiful. She really loved to be swaddled. Hey baby. She really loved to be swaddled when she was first born, and definitely once we figured out the whole milk sensitivity, the dairy sensitivity, that helped tremendously. But she still had a hard time staying asleep. That was the problem. She would go down fine, but she would wake up 2-3 times during the night, even at about 4 or 5 months old. And it was like, I know you don't need to eat 3 times during the night. Like, you're fine. Hey, baby. What I really had to do with her is get her on a fairly strict feeding and sleeping schedule. So basically her schedule kind of looks like this. If she wakes up at 7, which is about usual for her, I will go ahead and feed her. We get everybody ready, breakfast, everybody out the door for school, and then she goes down around 9 o'clock. And she does not eat between, she eats at 7, she goes down at 9. I will let her sleep for 1 hour and 1 hour only. I will wake her up after an hour, and it's not always right at 9. Sometimes we have errands to run, sometimes she'll nap in the car, and that's fine. The key with the morning nap is to not let her sleep past an hour. After she wakes up from that nap, I normally don't feed her right then. When the kids are sitting down eating, I will come usually into the living room and I will nurse her, and that's around 12. So then she will go down again around 1, which is when Cora goes down. So they go down at the same time. They nap at the same time, which is huge. It's a huge, huge blessing. Whoa. Let's just take that off. It's a really huge blessing. So they go down at 1. She sleeps then for 2 hours, and only 2 hours. So at the end of 2 hours, I wake her up, and I normally have to wake her up. She doesn't normally wake up on her own after 2 hours. I wake her up, I feed her right when she wakes up. So between that feeding and her next feeding, which will be bedtime, she does not get to nap. If she falls asleep in the car again or in the swing or whatever, fine, for a few minutes. But if I see her sleeping in the swing, I might let her sit in there for 5 or 10 minutes, but then I'm getting her out, because if she falls asleep between like her afternoon feeding and her bedtime feeding, then bedtime's gonna be kind of a problem. And with my other kids, this was not an issue, like seriously. So this is just what works for her. Obviously this doesn't mean that it's gonna work for everyone, but so that's what we do with her. And then she goes down about 7:30, same as the other kids, especially now that school started back. I feed her around 7, put her down, and most of the time she will sleep until 7 the next morning. So that is pretty much our schedule. So she gets fed 4 times during the day, and I let her eat as much as she wants in those 4 times. I try to nurse her on both sides and get her as much as she wants, and that way when nighttime comes, she has plenty. She does not need to wake up during the night to eat. The other factor to getting her to sleep through the night was we are actually trying to figure out how to break her of this, and if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But the other part of that is this Merlin's Magic Sleep Suit. Let me show you too. Apparently there's some controversy about this. I really don't see why. I don't know. To me, it's been a complete godsend. She will not sleep unless she's in this. I have tried her in just regular sleep sacks, and sometimes she will nap in those, but she will not go all night long. I love them. They're supposed to like help with like the jerk reflex, so like to keep them from waking themselves up. She does not get too hot in it. I don't put a lot of layers on her underneath it though, but she loves it. But she's about out of the age limit now, so we really need to start moving her. She's a little small for her age, so it still fits her. But we need to start moving her out of it basically. Because she loved to be swaddled when she was little itty bitty, and then she outgrew that. So we had to come up with something else. So this to the rescue. And I bought this used off Mercari, and I will probably sell it back on Mercari when we're done with it. I cannot recommend that enough. A good friend of mine recommended it to me. I think it's the best thing ever. And again, this is baby number 4. This is the first baby that I'm using this on. Every baby is different. So obviously the next biggest issue is eating. She is exclusively breastfed, and she will absolutely not take a bottle. Absolutely refuses to take a bottle, and it is maddening. You hear all the time about don't introduce a bottle too early, they'll get nipple confusion. No one ever tells you that if you wait too long to introduce a bottle, that they won't take one. And that's what happened, because I stay at home and there was not a need to give her a bottle for like the longest time. And one day, and she was like 2 months old, and honestly that was only because like she was so fussy for those first 2 months that like I didn't want to leave her with anyone, because I would feel awful like the whole time because she was so fussy. But anyway, around 2 months, we tried to give her a bottle and she wouldn't do it. And I have tried 4 different bottles. I've tried the Nook, which is what we used on Cora. I've tried the Nook, I've tried the Avent, I've tried Ma'am, I've tried Dr. Brown's. Nothing works. She actually took the Ma'am one time with no fuss at all. And I thought, oh, praise God, we have found the bottle. And then she never took it again. So leave your suggestions down below if you have any suggestions on how to get this child to take a bottle, because I would like to, you know, be able to leave the house without my baby. Also, if you have any suggestions, if you've used this on your baby, on how to break her of this guy right here, a good like transitional sleeper thing, whatever, please let me know about that too. She does have 2 teeth on the bottom right now, and every once in a while, when she's done, yet she's still kind of like nursing, she'll chomp down a little bit, and doesn't feel too good. We did start her right around 6 months on some purees. We don't usually start until 6 months. Like we don't do the rice cereal, we don't do oatmeal or anything like that. We just start with purees around 6 months. So she's had all your basics like banana, apple, sweet potato, squash, green beans, peas. She tried some pumpkin the other night and she really loved that. So she's doing really, really well with that. She is starting to get, you probably just saw it, you can probably see it in a minute. She's got like a rash, you can probably see it right there, up under here and like on the bottom of her chin, just from where she's drooling all the time. I think she's trying to cut another tooth. So where she's constantly drooling, and it's like, you know, she's a baby, so she's got like, you know, she is kind of like chafing, I guess. I don't know. My sister-in-law, God bless her, is a PA, and I texted her a picture and was like, hey, or this is from drooling, what do I do? And she told me exactly what to put on it, which is what we've been doing, and it's already gotten a lot better. So that's what that is. She does have, at her 4-month appointment, the pediatrician noticed that she has an umbilical hernia. It's very small. She said we're just going to keep an eye on it, and it should just close up and everything will be fine. Her personality, she's now that we've gotten the whole like dairy whatever thing figured out, she's super chill. Like she'll just sit like this, and she loves, we have the Fisher Price Sit Me Up chair that she loves to sit in. I'll show you that in just a minute. She loves to sit in that, watch everybody, because like I have 3 other kids, so there's always like craziness going on. But she loves to sit up in that and watch that. She loves Baby Einstein on YouTube, so sometimes I'll put that on if she's the only one in here and I just need her to kind of be able to see something. She loves this little guy. He is an Infantino toy, I believe. I'll link that below too because she absolutely loves this guy because he has the crinkly ears and all kinds of things that she wants. Like this is her go-to like toy for that. And then this is her little Lovey. We haven't named him yet. This is her Snuggly. Oh girl, that must feel good. Them having like a Snuggly, see she's looking at it now. Them having a Snuggly toy when they get older is really helpful because it's something just that kind of comforts them if you're out in a situation they're not familiar with. Cora is diehard on her Sloth. I don't know if you've watched any of my vlogs, you've seen Momi the Sloth. And we love him. He's a member of our family. Cooper has his blankies, even though he's 4. He only sleeps with them now, but they used to go everywhere with him. So I mean, those things are just, to me, they're just good to have. She is wearing 3 to 6 size clothes still. I can say she is a little small for her age. I don't even know how much she weighs. I'm gonna be really honest. Let me see him. I'm gonna show him to the camera. This is Moby's. This is Cora's Lovey. See, she's like, give him back to me. My Mommy's. Can Mommy have him? No. I'm not gonna take him from you, baby. I mean, it's serious. She is not sitting up by herself completely unassisted. She will sit up like, hi, in your lap kind of for a minute, but she will eventually fall from one side to the other. She has rolled over, boo. She has rolled over from front to back and back to front. We have lowered her crib. We never brought it back up from Cora when we switched her out. It was already down, and by the time we moved her into the crib, she was already like 5 months old. And I was like, I'm not gonna, because it's a ordeal to do. So I just left it down. It's okay. I just left it down, and I was like, that's fine. Well, you know, I don't mind bending over it. So the sleeping situation. So Mila and Cora share a room. Now Cora is 23 months old. They share a room. So Cora is in a twin bed with the Hiccapop. It's like a pool noodle type thing. It is amazing. I'm gonna link that down below, and I'll put in a picture of it or something. I don't know, but that thing is amazing. Cora is sleeping in the twin bed with the Hiccapop, and Mila is in the crib, and they go down at the same time. That's key. They go down at the same time, so any whining or talking or whatever gets out of the way at the same time. They're not waking each other up. Yeah, and I have a box fan that runs in there as like white noise, so they don't hear every little noise that other makes. And for the most part, when Mila wakes up, if she does want to eat, she doesn't wake Cora up, which is amazing because Cora's always been a light sleeper, and I think the fan really helps with that. But yeah, they both, when they first wake up in the morning, they just kind of lay in their beds and just kind of talk and, you know, whatever. They're about 16 months apart, so they're just gonna be best friends, I hope. She does still have her angel's kiss that's on right here on her upper lip. Oh, you gonna talk? So this is the Fisher-Price Sit Me Up chair, and it has these attachments to attach toys to it, and Mila loves this chair. This is by Graco, and it actually lowers to make a short swing, and it's battery operated. This is the Summer Infant Bouncer, and it folds up really compact, so it's great for travel. It has 3 different height adjustments. I had to lay her down because she was getting tired. It's her nap time. But I did kind of want to touch on some of my favorite baby products that I've been using with Mila. Some of them I've used all 4 kids on and off, but just things that we're using right now. And I may end up doing a video of just my overall favorite baby products and postpartum newborn stuff to use. If that is something that you would be interested in, let me know, and I definitely have a lot of wisdom to share because I've had a lot of babies and I've used a lot of stuff. And I did show you her purple hippo. That is a jelly cat, and they're very well made. They're super soft, and I wanted to get Mila something that was going to hold up to help combat teething pain. I like to use these guys right here. This one is from Munchkin, and it's the mesh feeder. These are really popular. And this one is from Boone, and it's like kind of got a silicone end with holes on it, and then you put whatever food you want to in there, and it kind of mashes it up and then goes like that. Munchkin one opens up and then you can put whatever you want to in there. This is really good to put frozen fruit in. I like this one better because it stays closed. It does make a mess, like you just can't get around it. So she is, like I said, 100% breastfed because she will not take a bottle. I'm trying to pump more on a schedule now to try and build up a supply so that I can try to get her to take a bottle. I really want to make it to a year with Mila. I made it only like 7-8 months with Cora because when I got pregnant with Mila, when Cora was about 7 months old, when I was around 6 to 8 weeks pregnant with Mila, my supply just like stopped. Cooper was breastfed till he was almost a year. Sienna, bless her, exclusively for 3 months, breastfed for 6. That's a whole nother issue with where I was working at the time and not being able to pump and not knowing my rights. Anyway, that's a story for another day. To try and boost my supply, I've always used this, the organic mother's milk tea. I'm not loyal to this brand per se. I cannot say enough about these kinds of bibs. This one is the Bumpkins brand. I still use these for Cora whenever we do something messy, like we're having spaghetti tonight and she will wear this type bib. But it's long sleeves. It's also good for art projects as they get older, but then it ties in the back and it's foolproof. It's got the pocket on the front just like any other bib. But yeah, it's Bumpkins brand. This is 100% my favorite bib I've ever used. And then we still use the Copper Pearl Burp Gloss. I put these in my What's in My Hospital Bag video, which I will also link up here. We love these because they're so big and they're very absorbent. I can basically, unless there's something crazy that happens, I can pretty much use one of these for the whole day and it doesn't get too like soaked, you know, soggy, whatever. This is a product that I just absolutely love. It is the Zarbee's Natural Baby Soothing Chest Rub, and it has eucalyptus, lavender, and beeswax. So this is kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub for babies. This is just all natural, a way to kind of clear up their airway or their if they're coughing or something like that at night. Use it on everybody. I don't use Vicks on any of the kids. This is what they get if they have a cold. I am still using, which it's crazy that this whole time since I've done my last video about this, I'm still using the same diaper bag. I'm still using my Skip Pop Greenwich diaper bag. I still love it. I will link the video to my review of this one up above, and I will also link a video. I compared this one with the Fawn Design backpack, which I really did love that one too, but I ended up keeping this one and I'm really glad I did. I really do like this one. But confession, I have ordered another diaper bag. Itsy Ritzy is coming out with a blush version of their backpack. I jumped on the pre-order. It's coming in November. That's my Christmas present. I'm super excited. I have made a rule for myself that I don't have more than one diaper bag at a time. I will sell it probably, but I do love it. I love the color. I will kind of be sad. I will be sad to see it go, but I do love it. But hi. All right, say thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button to like and hit the subscribe button. Ooh, there's some good drool. So we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.